Oh, no. Oh, no. Hello, everyone. It's W6Gen, and it looks like Vimm's Lair is now falling apart. Recently, Vimm's Lair was just attacked with DMCAs from Nintendo, the Entertainment Software Association, or ESA. Once again, ESA, or Lego itself, and Sega. Yup, every company is now on its way to attack Vimm's Lair. And you know what that means? It's time to switch. Well, I have two sources that you should try using. First one is archive.org. Now, this may not be for the next maybe few months or something, but I do know that archive.org has loads of supplies of ROMs for people to use, essentially. So basically, you can just download it from there as a replacement. But another one that I've been emulating for years. I remember using ROM sites. I think I might remember Emu Paradise and that, maybe Love ROMs and that. I remember those before they got taken down. I used to download emulator games and that. Mainly for like the Sega Mega Drive and that. I remember that. Basically the entire library of games, it's basically just slowly fading. Only the big hitters though. There are still loads of games to use, so Vimm's isn't all but useless, but we've lost quite a lot of games. We've lost Mario and Zelda. We've lost the Grand Theft Auto series. Well, there might be still some, but the mainline games are gone. We've lost our Lego games. And we've lost Sonic's 1 to 3, I think, or maybe some others, maybe anything to do with Sonic. But yeah, they're gone. Now, there is still a load of games, so Vimm's isn't all but useless, but companies could take action soon, and basically they'll know the attention of Vimm's Lair. But now, the big question. How did people get to know Vimm's Lair? How did people know about it? How did people find out about it? This all started on April of 2024 when Apple allowed emulators to be on the iPhone and iPad. The most infamous is the Delta emulator, allowing you to play Nintendo games on your system, your iPhone. And basically what they, and a couple months, maybe a month later, they found out and the site, and everybody found out it was Vimm's Lair. Everyone found out about it. Now, originally, Vimm's Lair was a site that's been around since 1997. It wasn't known by much, but many people used it. And the one rule was to never tell anyone, or any company in general, about this website. Because it essentially had every game and it was making history. Many ROM sites died due to popularity. Most likely, Emu Paradise and Love ROMs were one. They were taken down due to the amount of popularity and the companies catching up and finding out. And basically now, I think Vimm's is dead in the water for its mainline games at least. Vimm's will still have some use, but it could be shut down, but I don't think that will not happen. At least in my predictions, it's not like I can just bring up the future in my mind and find out when this website is coming to end. As for now though, I think you should stick with archive.org. I do not know if that's been taken down or not, but you can go check it out for yourself. Now, I've been a big user of archive.org actually. I've used it for PC games and that too. No, not like newer games. I don't pirate games like that since I can just buy them. I pirate the older games, because that's what I do. Now, even though I already have like the game for the system itself, I want to play it on something else Take this for example. I have a Nintendo DS Lite. Inside is Mario Kart DS. And I want to play Mario Kart DS on my phone. I download the game from Vimm's Lair or any other ROM site, and I go to play it. But looks like that is starting to not become the case for that right now. Now, of course, emulation can't be stopped. There are copies, and we can just make another one. As these companies desperately try to get their games off the internet, they realize they can't simply do that. These copies have been around and probably are stored in hundreds and thousands of hard drives, or maybe even millions actually. So ROMs and emulation is unstoppable, but these companies just seem to keep trying. And honestly, it's no use. Look, if you're just gonna go out of your way to take down all these games, then how about you re-release the games? No, the companies don't do that. Well, maybe Sega with its Sonic series, but I think they've been failing right now. And basically, the companies don't do much. Now, what's next? Is Sony gonna take down their games? Is Microsoft gonna take down their games? I don't think that's the case, because first off, Sony already have like their own library of games and they're just releasing them on the PS5. They're not really caring about what happens now, since these games weren't sold, but they probably would have cared back in the 1990s. But what about Xbox? No, Microsoft doesn't give a fuck, because the Xbox is already hard to emulate, but even though you can put the games on like modded Xboxes and that, it doesn't really matter, because they won't be able to play online, and that's what they care about. So I can definitely tell that only Nintendo and Sega care. But I never expected Sega to care, because Sega usually don't give a fuck. But it seems like they're doing something now that's just causing these games to get like fucking shut. And honestly, it's just stupid. Now I'm telling you, I think you should just go to archive.org right now until maybe that gets plunged in water too, but do not. Well, I have just one plain message. We just can't tell about these sites, because if we do, then the companies will be able to find out, and of course they get ruined. But let's talk about iPhone kids. Now, this could be an example of Generation Z and Generation Alpha. These two in common use social media such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or X as it's called. I'm not calling it X. That sounds like an adult site. I'm just gonna call it Twitter. Well, people kept talking about these games, these sites essentially that have all these free games and that. And of course the companies are going to find out, and they're going to find out that these games are being fucking copied again and again and again. There was like millions of copies. Why are these companies even caring? Do us a fucking favour and stop. Try to stop. You can't stop us. No matter how much you try. We'll keep going. I'm done. I'm just hoping that there are more sites for us to use.